of a particular dynasty. I want PDP to win because I feel the dynasty is beneficial to me. So nobody has been talking about the competence of the ruling party or the competence of the opposition leader, the opposition party that is coming in. So it is not issue-based, it is personality-based. And in that regard, they have it extremely difficult.
How is not issue-based? When the party is saying it's going to bring about the change,
you all know that when we are talking about issue-based campaign,
yes,
issue-based change. I don't believe in change is change. Because that is tantamount to landing you in a worse scenario.
Exactly.
It happened in Gaddafi's country. What's it called?
Libya.
Yeah. They are suffering more than how they were under Gaddafi. What about Tunisia? What about Egypt? So it is not about change is change. Even in Nigeria here, you survey the different states in Nigeria where they say, okay, we are tired, we want to change to this. They regret afterwards. So you will identify people with necessary ideology, people that you feel have what it takes to do things differently from. Okay, in 2015 we required change. We said we wanted to change in Nigeria.
Yes.
And we felt that anybody could have been, but not Jonathan.
Yes.
So when he came in, he is finding it extremely difficult to address the challenges we were facing under Jonathan. So it means we embark on change is change. So when you want a change in the society, it should be ideological. It should be issue-based.
Okay.
This is what I will do if I come in, and this is how I will do it. I think you graduate from what I will do to how I will do it.
How do you, as a youth and leader of the youth, set an agenda for whichever party that comes in across the 2019? When you say that the change should be ideological,
it is very simple.
Do you set an agenda?
The simple agenda is what are the things that we are lacking. Okay, our education structure is affected. It's not. We require qualitative education.
Yeah.
How do we achieve qualitative education? We are suffering from financial challenges.
Yeah.
How do we attain financial sustainability? How? You say if I get there, I will do this. How do you want to do it with the financial challenges battling with partners? So you want to tell us how you do it. Our health institution is battling with challenges. This is how I want to resuscitate our health institution. Okay? Our people, probably 40%, 50%, 30%, I don't know, are not having water.
That is water.
Potable water.
Yes.
This is how I will channel water. Certain agendas should be domesticated. Native intelligence is needed. So if you are not getting all this, and somebody who is living with you, just come from Lagos or Abuja to compete with another person that doesn't really know much about you, then you are jumping and landing in the same spot.
Which means none of the true representatives.
Changing shadows at the detriment of substance.
So this is the last question.
You are the same last question.
Yeah, you seem to be obsessed with writing books in an era where people don't read anymore. In a generation where people are tired of books, you are writing books. Who are going to read these books?
When I write for not only my generation.
Okay.
The older generation.
Okay.
The younger generation.
Okay.
That's why you always find that message in my books are always vibrant.
Yeah.
Are always addressing political issues.
Yes.
And sometimes I try even to frustrate my reader by touching your emotions. For instance, chapter 12, Nigeria at Crossroads, I was saying, if we are tired, if we don't want PDP based on the fact that we are saying they are corrupt and that they did not perform for 16 years, do we still bring PDP back that disappointed us in 15 years? So if you are thinking I'm supporting APC, then I quickly add, or APC that has repeated everything PDP committed in just 3.5 years. So when you look at it, no writer in Nigeria is free. You will have affiliations. You will have no. That's not what I mean. Okay. You may have soft spots for some group, but you have to be objective in your analysis. So I'm writing even for older generation, I was on a program one day and another person alone was listening to me. He had to invite me that a youth with deep knowledge of history like you should be drawn in, and that's general example. So that was how we met after listening to me on air. So he said he read my first book and he said if you have written this book in American system, you have become a great man. So to corroborate what you have said, that in Nigeria here, people lack reading culture. So people don't want to read. So we have to keep writing to entice people to read. For instance, now people prefer reading on social media.
Exactly. Download
Social media. No, they never go download short things, short messages that may not pass a bad message.
Yeah.
So you have to take your book to where they will. On social media.
Yeah.
Let them discover your book on social media. Let them be told certain excerpts in the book that will force them to read, to buy and read. Of course, not everybody will be fascinated when we're talking about book. But hunger is killing. So the poverty. So we are talking about book, just be laughing. But notwithstanding, when you are writing for people that wants to read, to learn and gain
generation.
And for the generation that are yet to come.
Thank you. When are you going to write about Kwara State?
Very soon. Very soon.
Thank you very much.
Abdullateef Ishowo. Welcome you on the occasion of the book of 2019 Nigeria at Crossroads. We are sorry for starting the program very soon, but inshallah we are not going to waste a lot of time. We have already seated retired Lieutenant General Alabi Isam. Please, let's put hands together for General Alabi Isam. Please, let's put hands together for our friend Alabi Isam. Let me also welcome the senior advocate of the year, our Attorney General, and Consular Justice for our state. Represented by former Commissioner of State for our state, Pharmacist Abdullateef. Please let me have that. Former SSG Kwara State and former the Attorney General, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. You are still valid and excellent. Please help us with our also already seated. Let's welcome all the way from Kwara City, all the way from the University of Ilorin, better by far, Professor Hassan Salim. All the way from the University of Ilorin. Member House of Assembly, Honorable Ishowo Ibrahim, represented by Alhaji Zulu Kelimbu, personal assistant to Aisha. Please welcome Abdurrahman. Please, let me also welcome Chairman Kwara State Road Maintenance Agency, Engineer Suleiman. Now, representing the Kwara South in the upper chamber, Dr. Abdullateef Ibrahim. Please let me know the right place. And that's the one where I represent the Dr. Abdullateef Ibrahim. Alhaji Isiaka Dawa. Our user participants started as a program is open to inshallah we will make that essential. I have the similar to invite Alhaji Ustaz Abdullateef to preach for our Ibrahim of the prayer. Alhaji Ustaz Abdullateef. Nabi Rahman, Nabi Rahman, Muhammad bin Abdullah. Allahumma salli alayhi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi وأن الذين سلك مسلكهم واهتدى بهديهم وناجى بناديهم إلى يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم. الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله رب العالمين. أدعو الله جميع جماعة الحمد لله. لا يبقى أدعو أكيد على بابا. بابا أجرم. ولا آمين إن شاء الله ولا كما بعد يوم من شأن محمد إن شاء الله ولا كواتي كما بعدنا ولا آمين ولا آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا صراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله رب العالمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. صلوا على النبي الكريم.
تكبير. Ẹjọ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn àgbàlagbà wọn ní bí èyí bá ń ṣàdúrà tọkùnrin bá ti wọlé àdúrà ti gbà lọ. Let me welcome to our Majesty Justice Barota, Justice S.O. Mohammed. Salamu alaikum.
Go straight to the next program. That's opening speech that Chairman of the next.
Let me also welcome former Minister of Sport Kwara State, Alhaji Bolaji Abdullateef, popularly known as Unveiling. I don't want this person to go having a part of the program today. So the program today.
And their errors, yes, how the standard help up with the traffic.
Adult education.
You in the name of Allah and His Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. My dear people, I greet all of you. We are here on a very, very serious issue. I use the word serious and very quiet. Please, camera people, please find a place to sit because this is a very serious issue. I am father of the day and I will speak for just about 2 minutes as an elder. with due respect to the other elders in the house. Our son here has written a very good book. I have read it. This is his second book. He has catalogued all that has happened in this country and what is happening, and I'm sure you are all interested. There is only one thing wrong in the entire country. And ladies and gentlemen, with due respect to the elders here, you probably don't know me. My name is Abdullateef Isama. I used to be a general when I was a young man. I'm 78 years old. 78. Thank you very much. That requires a clap. I thank you. You're very kind. I sent some of our boys here to the military. From India that I sent to Pakistan in Sialkot, to Adisa in the primary school, to Adamba in the teachers training college, and many more like that. In 1961, Sadana sent me to go and recruit northern students to join the army. I went to all the secondary schools in the north, recruiting Babangida, Buhari, Abacha, Gumer, Abdul Salam, Husseini. There is only one thing wrong with our country. Please listen to me for this moment. And the only thing wrong is called ideology, which means, by the way, is there anybody who doesn't speak Yoruba here? Oh, he speaks Yoruba. He speaks Yoruba, don't mind. My people, you will have seen that a Yoruba man from the west ruled the country. We didn't know what to do. We haven't been anywhere. We're still in the roundabout. An Igbo man from Bayelsa, from the east, ruled this country. We're still complaining. Many northerners rule this country. We are still complaining. Ẹni àgbàgbà ló ẹni tí wọ́n fẹ́ bá wí báyìí. Èwo nínú wa ló jókòó láti pé kí ló fà á dáàrí kíní yìí ṣe. Even right here in our Kwara, àwọn ọmọ wa ń wáṣẹ́ wọn ò rí. Kí ló fà á tí wọn ò fi ríṣẹ́? Ẹjọ́ àwọn àgbààgbà ni o, it's not that of politician. Kò sí ọmọ politician tó ń wáṣẹ́ ńlọrin, kò sí. Now, Bashita Sugar closed down in Kwara State. Jeba Paper Mill closed down in Kwara, right there in Jeba. Machko closed down. Enrile Paper Converter closed down. Olabayo, don't say soap. The soap factory here closed down. Textile mill, data lab. All this closed down. When they close down, what are the workers doing? They're riding Okada and pushing truck. Àwọn àgbààgbà àti ìjókòó ká sọ pé kí ni ká ṣe sí. And you are not able to talk about it because many of us are contractors. Ẹni tá a fẹ́ bá wí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, ọwọ́ ẹ̀ láti gbaṣẹ́ last week. nígbà tá a sì gbaṣẹ́ lásìkò ìṣó wà lọ́ba ẹgbẹ́ òṣè títì tó dáa. The fault is with us, the elders. We are to sit down and advise the politicians. Rather than showing that we are elders, here we are. And then many of us believe that we will live forever. Ilẹ̀ ló mẹni tí ó tẹ̀ ń pẹ́. And let me tell you one more time. All of us in Kwara State, and in Lorry in particular, I would like you to read this book. Irú àwọn ọmọ tó máa ṣe gómìnà tí wọ́n sì ṣe president ìlú ìlú inshallah. Ẹni bá ti mọ àdúgbò tó ń gbé tó sì mọ problem àdúgbò tó ń gbé yóò mọ bó o ṣe tọ́jú àwọn èèyàn rẹ̀. Ìwé kejì tọmọ yìí kọ lọ. Ìwé kejì tọmọ wa kọ ni. Gbogbo òwe tá a máa ń kà áìdà kan kó wá láti ìlú èbó tàbí kán ní Wọlé Ṣóyínká kọ̀wé gbogbo wa lọ rà á nǹkanǹkà. Ọmọ tiwa ló kọ̀wé yìí. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi ò mọ how many of us other than those here ló máa pàdé ẹ̀ títí tó mú ní ọmọ wa nì. Ẹ̀bọ̀ táǹgọ̀lù náà rówó kọlà kò dàbí rú èmi tí mi ò rówó kọlà. Rówó kọlà tó wọ́n á dànù pé ọmọ Ìlọrin. What is wrong in our country is ideology, the first sentence of our constitution. The first sentence of the constitution says, we, the people. Nígbà tá a sì ṣe we the people, what we be is me, myself, and myself. And so, this man wrote a lot about this country. He was kind enough to give me a copy. But there is a book reviewer. A tún fẹ́ ṣe politics. Àwọn àgbààgbà wá láti Àbújá wá láti. Ṣáwa ò láwọn èèyàn ń bí ni, àbí wọ́n tún máa wá control wa láti Èkó. Àwọn kan gbà kan Fish Organization of Ilorin, they have an organization. Wọ́n wá bá mi pé àwọn owó àtijọ́ náà ti ń gbé feed wá fún wọn láti jọ́. Ṣáà láwọn àgbààgbà tó lè ṣe feed meal. Mo kọ̀wé sí Bukola Saraki nígbà tó ń ṣe gómìnà. Ó sì fún wọn ní 10 million. Mo padà lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà tèmi ń gbé. Nígbà tí máa dé wọ́n ní wọ́n ti fún yín ní 10 million owó dà wọ́n ti pè é. Up to today wọ́n sì ń gbé fíìdù wá fún wa láti Jos. Jójú òtì wá gbogbo kíní ìlọmọ ikọ̀ sínú ìwé yìí. Kí ni ká wá ṣe sí? Give me just one more second. Mo fẹ́ fi ara mi ṣe example ní Ìlọrin bí. Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ nínú gbogbo yín tẹ́ ìjókòó àfàwọn bóyá wọ́n náà tó ní àwọn àgbààgbà. Ọmọ Ìlọrin lèmi pera ní ọmọ Ìlọrin sì ní mí. Ìyá tèmi jẹ̀mí lọ́jọ́ àdéhùn Àlàbí Ìsámà. Àwọn ọmọ Ògbándáwá kí ń Zango ní Ìlọrin ní ọjà gbọ́ọ̀rọ̀ ni. My father was from Delta and was born at Okomalu, right there. I guess that's where they met. Ọjà gbọ́ọ̀rọ̀ versus Okomalu. But I live here and I speak the language. I speak my mother's tongue. Feudal system. nígbà tí bàbá tèmi ṣaláìsí ọmọ ọdún 4 ni mí nílọrin bí. Àlàbí Kànìké bẹ́ẹ̀ bá gbọ́ orúkọ yẹn rí tàbí ẹ̀ mọ̀ wọ́n, ẹ mọ ọjà gbọ́rọ̀ ẹ sì mọ àwọn ògbàndáwákí. Ibẹ̀ ni mo ti dàgbà. Láàárọ̀ lọ́sàn-án lálẹ́ yóò fún wa lówó tá lọ fi jẹun, ìyàwó ẹ̀ lórúkọ àwọn náà ló ń ta oúnjẹ yẹn. Nígbà tí Àlàbí Kànìké ṣaláìsí, ta ni ó fún wa lówó? Àwọn àbánú wa, they did other things. I, as a 4-year-old little boy, I was a beggar at the junction of Ojagboro ní Ìlọrin yìí. As a beggar, wọ́n fi ọ̀nìní sí tásì lọ ra rógbò, wọ́n tún fọ̀nìní sí àsáré lọ rẹ̀ pa oúnjẹ àárọ̀ ọ̀sán alẹ́ nìyẹn. That is what is called feudal system. Bí a gbé ń pé owó yẹn wà ń bẹ̀ ní ìsìn, owó wa lọlẹ̀. Owó tó lọlẹ̀, àwọn tó ń repo yẹn dáadáa mọ́. Àwárí sálárì. Àwọn míì láti olóoru, àwọn tíjà tó bá wá rí ní ẹlòmíì nù wá ní wọn ò tí gbowó fóṣù 6. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, n tó ń pè ní feudal system because we do not have an ideology wípé ń bo là ń lọ. Tó bá jẹ́ pé à ń lọ sí Ìbàdàn, tí bá ní ẹ̀tẹ̀lé mi, láti tó ẹ̀tẹ̀lé mi ẹjá lọ sí Ìbàdàn. A ti dé Ìbàdàn tán àti ẹ̀wà wọn tá a wá ṣe ń Ìbàdàn. Bọ́tá bá ní à ń lọ Ìbàdàn, a fẹ́ jẹ lunch ní Premier Hotel. Aago 2. Tá a bá dé Ọ̀yọ́ láago 1, wákàtí kan ò tó láti dé Ìbàdàn. Wákàtí kan tó mo wá ń sáré, mo wá ń speed, èmi mo ń wa mọ́tò. Àlàbí, kí ní dé tó ń sáré tó yẹn? Ó wá agbó ní. A nídìí tá a fi ń sáré láti meet aago 2 ní Ìbàdàn láti jẹ lunch. We don't have that. And then you find politicians who say, we will tar the road. The other one will say, I will tar the road. Which road are you tarring? Which road has been tarred in this country in the past 20 years? Gbogbo ẹni ọmọ wa kọ sínú ìwé yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká support àwọn tó bá jẹ́ tiwa. Ẹ dákun mo fẹ́ repeat ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, máa ń fẹ́ mo take time yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká support àwọn tó bá jẹ́ tiwa nílùú yìí. Kójú máa di gbogbo wa. Kó máa di pé à ń lọ Àbújá lọ gba ilé, ìyá ń lọ Èkó lọ gba ilé. Àwa náà láwọn ọmọ mi ò ń ṣe politicians. Maybe that's why I'm able to talk to you like this. Ẹ̀yin àbàbà, I challenge all of you to get involved in how we will better the life of our children. Ladies and gentlemen, Master.
We also welcome Honorable Dr. Abdullateef, Honorable Member, our representative, Representative Tanzania, you are most welcome. We also have already seated Chairman, I want to community forum, Honorable Isaka Abdullateef in Lebanon. Please let's put out the graph for Chairman. And we also have representative of Malam Sadi Mustafa and Comrade Abdullateef Ishowo on his speech. Please let's put out the graph as a welcome to Abdullateef.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kwara State in absentia, Raji Fatai Ahmed, Right Honorable Ahmad Ali, ably represented here by Honorable Abdullateef. He is here in 2 capacities. He is the body representative of General Alabi Isama retired. Let me quickly say that His Excellency promised to be here, but unfortunately, the Oba of Umaran has to be given staff of office to them. Upgraded to first class. Equally, the Honorable Speaker wanted to be here, but the sudden arrival of His Excellency, the Senate President, changed their program. We understand. General Abdullateef is a father to me. I didn't know him, or he listened to one of my programs on the radio, and he felt that, who is this young boy reading Nigerian history? I want to know him. That's a sign of a good man. When I got to him, I was bombarded with Nigerian history, and I told him that I will never cease from coming to your place to learn. Everything is in his head. If you don't know him, then go and read the tragedy of victory, about 600 pages book that spoke about Nigerian Civil War. When I read through the book, I discovered General Abdullateef was in the Nigerian military with the likes of the Revolution of Obasanjo, Famous Gentleman, and the rest. But the most striking attribute of General Abdullateef is that he relates with you like his mate. Sir, thank you very much. Your Honor, Honorable Abdullateef, ably represented by Alhaji Kale Ayo, you are recognized. Madam Bolaji Abdullateef, former Minister of Youth and Sports, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is a special person to me. Not because of anything, but because Madam possesses so many attributes young one like us has to emulate. Apart from being humble, he is academically and administratively loaded. And if I must tell you, he has really affected my life one way or the other in terms of tutelage and advice. Well, man proposes, God disposes. We couldn't have you as a gubernatorial candidate of PDP as a waste, but I want to believe Honorable Abdullateef will do justice to Kwara State. Madam has sacrificed a lot for me. I don't respect leaders who think once I give you money, deserve nothing else from me. I respect leaders who can sacrifice even when it is very difficult. Permit me to say this, Madam. Madam is supposed to travel out of Nigeria tomorrow. And I asked him to come and deliver lecture here. I don't think there will be flight from here to Abuja today, and he has to travel tomorrow. Said you're not able to come, you give me Sheikh Badeni, and then no. You have to come and you please. How else do you demonstrate leadership to your followers? I respect it. I must not forget, because I have many masters, that before I met Madam Bolaji Abdullateef, Professor Hassan Salim has always been my role model. Because I'm always passionate to learn so many things. While I learn art of writing academically from Hassan Salim, I learned art of writing journalistically from Bolaji Abdullateef. The representative of the the executive governor of Kwara State, the person of SSAU, Alhaji Sakara today, you are welcome, sir. Your Honor, Vice Kamazin Atibari, SAN, is another model to me. It's another personality that I've been following. You see, I always tell people that either you belong to PDP, APC, or Labour Party, doesn't matter. The relationship matters. There are good people in PDP, there are bad people in PDP. There are good people in APC, there are bad people in APC. So why should our relationship be defined by the kind of party you belong to or I belong to? It is on that note I'll be recognizing Alhaji Abdullateef in absentia. He promised to come, but as failed to have it, he couldn't. I equally acknowledge Manam Soli Mustafa and APC Chichen, who equally promised to be here but sent a representative. I equally acknowledge Alhaji Mustafa just messaged me this morning that he has to travel and that he get back to me. All other protocols are observed. 2019, Nigeria at crossroads. When I post this on social media, a very vibrant critic of me asked this question: is Nigeria at crossroads even when we have Buhari? And I simply told him, find out from the book. As I have demonstrated in chapter 12 of the book, Nigeria has always been at a crossroads. At the night of independence in 1959, while we were moving into independence, Nigeria was at crossroads. Because the colonial masters were thinking, who do we give the leadership, the circle of leadership of Nigeria to? The northern part of the country or the southern part of the country? And of course, the fact that they resolved to choose South Africa from the northern part of the country means that they equally thought about their own interest. But one fact remains: we were at the crossroads of which one, between or among the Zik of the NCNC, the NPC's representative in Ahmadu Bello and Tafawa Balewa, and the AG represented by Ishowo. Which one? Ideologically based AG, idealistically based NPC, or liberally based NCNC? Which one? We were at the crossroads. Forget about the first coup of January 15, 1966. Let's travel to 1979 Second Republic. We were at the crossroads. Of which one? Between Alhaji Shehu Shagari of the northern part of the country, northwest, or Awolowo from the northwest, southwestern part of the country. And of course, that election brought about what is the real two-thirds of 19 states, emphasizing the fact that we were at the crossroads. What about 1993? The only time that we were not critically at the crossroads was 1999, when it has been politically resolved that either you vote for ANDP or PDP, you are voting for a Yoruba man. Now, in 2019, we are at crossroads. We may take it, we may not. Nigeria is at the crossroads. Slide, please. Why is Nigeria not flying?
Yes, flying.
Kilometer after aircraft, why are we not flying? It is very simple. We have so many complexities as demonstrated in my chapter 5. Is it federal character principle that promotes mediocrity over meritocracy? Is it our style of policing? Is it our identity or religion? You find out from chapter 5. Slide, please. Part of the reasons why we are not flying is the fact that we do not see politics as a game. Even though it's not an ordinary game, it's a game that is special. because it affects human life. You should apply sportsmanship. When you finish voting, you embrace yourself. Either you are PDP or APC. Once. Political affiliation should not divide us. I've seen people on social media abusing themselves. Who have come around for you watch a PDP, èmi ṣe APC. You watch the left-hand side of this photo, you find people after voting fighting. Second part, after voting, they embrace. One thing I have not seen a Bola Tinubu, a Bukola Saraki meeting in an location and start boxing themselves. I've not seen an Atiku or a Buhari meeting in an location and be boxing themselves. It emphasizes one thing. They do succeed in playing on our intelligence because we are not demonstrating intelligent followers. Slide. Why are we fighting ourselves? It's because of one simple thing. You look at this photo. There is something on the floor which these two individuals are watching and fighting and arguing over. Why this one is seeing it at 9, the other one at the left-hand side is seeing it at 6. All you need is to cross to my own side to find out what I'm saying, if it is 6 or 9. But we will want to fight by insisting that this that I'm saying is 6. Why will you now blame me that I'm here, that I'm saying 6, and you are saying that I must be saying 9? We have to change this orientation. If truly we want Kwara to develop, we want Nigeria to develop. Either you are PDP or APC, you are an Ilori person, you are a Kwara, you are a Nigerian. Let that come first before division. When you find yourselves, you abuse yourselves, you argue too much about politics, you start nursing grudges against one another. Argue less. Respect your friendship. Respect your brotherhood. In brotherhood is development. Slide please. The form of hand of Nigeria has 4 attributes: unity and faith. In something you don't have faith on, would there be about unity? Do we have faith about Nigeria? Either you are Hausa man, Igbo man, or Yoruba man. If you don't have faith in Nigeria, faith has to come first. We have to start trusting our leaders. Leaders have to start doing things that will make followers to trust them. If every time your followers are doubting you, then you are losing legitimacy. Gradually, you will end it all. Peace and progress. What this is emphasizing is that when there is no peace, there will never be progress. There is no peace in Nigeria at the moment. There is no peace in Kwara. The peace in Kwara is a peace of the graveyard, which is always melancholic. Why? Because there is hunger. Except the leadership to find solutions to things that are making followers to be hungry. Slide please. How do we solve these problems? Justice. Justice. If you do one is Mr. A, the same one was replicated on Mr. B. But you want to tell me that you want to fight corruption and you want to treat Mr. A with gloves or deodorant, or treat Mr. B with insecticide, as Shonsani will say, then there will be no justice, therefore there will be no peace. Slide please. Thanks for being here and for your rapt attention.
chairman of the guest of honor, permit me to turn down all the system. One would have assumed that my work is very easy, just to read. But if we consider the fact that all people in this hall are learned, they are vast in Nigeria, they know what is going on in Nigeria. Then we appreciate the fact that I have serious challenge at hand. To me, it's like selling sand to the Arabs or selling snow to the Eskimo. But all the same, I will try and do my little piece for the love of our country. Abdullateef Ishowo is a political writer, no doubt, and someone who is passionate about moving Nigeria forward. He has demonstrated that in the past by writing a book on Nigeria, a bizarre corruption. So invariably this is the second book, and this endeavor is a continuation of his passion to finding a workable solution to Nigerian challenges. Nigeria, as we know, is a country of many complexities, and of course, these complexities have attracted attention from scholars, policymakers, journalists, analysts, and the general public, who often see Nigeria problems from different perspectives. The attempt by Abdullateef Ishowo to bring up this book 2019 Nigeria Crossroads is a continuation of this polemic. The 13th chapter book, as I said, is a continuation of the polemics, and although the focus is 2019 general election, but we must understand the fact that a holistic understanding of the dynamics of Nigeria's political process will be almost impossible if we have no good grounding in the trajectory of the Nigerian state. This book, to me, therefore, try to fill a significant gap in explanation by trying to expose on the trajectory of the Nigerian state, which made it possible to make a prophecy on what to expect. As I mentioned earlier, the book is 13 chapters, and the author began with an introduction which tried to capture the milieu that characterized the 2015 election. The author was able to aptly depict the charged environment that preceded the 2015 election by quoting statements from elder statesmen, government officials, political party struggles, both from the ruling and opposition parties. Both from the ruling party and the opposition party. Chapter 2 of the book was the follow-up to the background raised in chapter 1, and it essentially dealt on how 2015 general election was lost and won. The author tried to bring out some facts about why the incumbent then lost the election and why the current ruling party was able to convert the loss into an advantage and capitalize on that to win the election. The third chapter focused on the personality of the new leader, and the author was able to discern that basically there are three schools of thought about the personality of the new leader. Those who believe that the leader was right always. Second, those who believe that it was the wrong. And the third, who is trying to take the middle course, are those who believe that the leader is a human being and therefore is fallible. The fourth chapter for the author, the title is No Longer at Ease, and that to me describes the sickening situation in Nigeria, which is reminiscent of several other African countries. But the fact that so many countries are having problems does not mean we should also be having a problem. At least we can make a difference. But the summary of it all is that it portrays a situation of high expectations but dark mood. there were so many expectations and conceptions, but when the expectations are not materializing as we expect, of course, there should be reaction. He tried to explain this using different parameters of governance, anti-corruption, rule of law, and the rest. And the next chapter after that, chapter 5, said Nigeria is a complex simultaneous equation. Of course, it is a complex simultaneous equation because it is difficult to solve. And in this chapter, it chronicles several issues that have been confronting Nigeria from the beginning. Initially, we found these issues what we call the national question. Talking about imbalance, federal structure, resource control, state police, revenue allocation, and so many other questions. So who is asking the question? What are the answers to the question? So the author has been able to bring these issues to the fore again. And in contemporary times, we have found the same happen in quality the issue as we call for structuring. The structuring of the federation. We believe so many things are wrong. And of course, the structuring, as the author noted, has to cut across both social, political, and economic spheres of the Nigerian society. In chapter 6, the author brought to fore again the stark reality of party politics in Nigeria. And he identified that one of the greatest problems in Nigeria is the problem of intra-party relations. And according to him, some of the issues that usually prompt problems in intra-party relations include ideological emptiness of the parties, lack of internal party democracy, money politics, party indiscipline, among others. In other words, one party is not an alternative to the other. In chapter 7, the author narrowed down to the ruling party. And I believe that because it is the ruling party, it is justified in narrowing down to the ruling party to expound on the nature of intra-party wrangling that is going on within the Nigerian state. In chapter 8, he situated the idea of perfection in comparative political knowledge. He made us to realize that the issue of perfection is not a Nigerian phenomenon. And even in Nigeria, it is not an issue that is just coming up now. But what we have today is a matter of perfection and counter-perfection. Because somebody defected to one platform, I don't like him, or defect on that platform. Where does the people lie in this case? So the author was able to expound on this as well. And of course, we really know that whatever comes out of this has implications for the 2019 general elections. Chapters 9, 10, and 11 are more or less discovered of politics and governance under the present administration. The author was able to provide specific cases, and in the end, he came to the conclusion that there is need to go back to the drawing board and make vital strategic, tactical, personnel, and structural changes that will possibly change public perception of governance in Nigeria. In chapter 10, the author returned to the main issue, the main focus of the book, Nigeria at Crossroads. And to me, why is Nigeria at Crossroads? How did we arrive there? And what should be our next direction? I think these are questions, these are guiding questions in this chapter, and they are questions that will agitate the mind of every passionate Nigerian. Answer to the first question to me reflects the hard cost from the entire process that has brought Nigeria to where it is. The second question finds relevance in the content and context of contemporary political process in Nigeria, while answer to the third reflects the dilemma of the country in need of direction. Where do we go from here? The summary of it is that Nigeria seems torn between two extremes. Unfortunately, finding a middle course becomes extremely difficult, as stated earlier. it is a question of high expectations for that work. In the last chapter, that is chapter 13, he also tried to put what I call didactic materials. According to him, so many letters were written to the president, but he singled out two to be published in the world for their relevance and because of the personality of those involved. That by President Olusegun Obasanjo and the one by Dele Momodu respectively. So in summary, I believe that the language of the book is message enough. This makes it a valuable resource material for all categories of people. Issues are examined with adequate consideration for their historical context or origin, thereby revealing the antecedents of such issues. And of course, there seems to be a connection between the chapters, which makes it easy for even non-Nigerian readers to understand easily. The style of writing adopted by the author to me is eclectic, and this is a reflection of the author's vast knowledge of Nigerian affairs. However, there are still some typographical errors in the book. And of course, there may be need to capture more opinions about issues under discussion, as those will help in enriching the work. All this notwithstanding, the book is a valuable contribution to the ongoing debate about the future of the Nigerian state. Indeed, it must be noted that the laboratory of Nigerian politics is imbued with abundant data that will propel analysis. So we can see it from whatever angle, but gradually we are contributing to advancing our knowledge on the Nigerian society. This book, the final analysis, has made the modest contribution to the Nigerian project and is therefore a challenge to all those who are interested in the Nigerian project to pick up where the author stopped. I therefore strongly recommend the book for scholars, policy analysts, and the general public as a useful resource in advancing our knowledge about Nigeria. Thank you for watching.
Next is the hand again. Given 10 minutes and it's given minutes that once again now, because of the time, I want to invite our guest speaker, our whole former Minister of Youth and Sport.
Chairman of this occasion of my brother and friend, Comrade Abdullateef, the father of the day, Isama. The Isama himself, an accomplished author. I read the book. I will come back to you later as I prepare to ask you some questions. My father, my Lord, Justice Senso Mohammed, Professor Asasani, good friend, brother, Honorable Taman, Laji Olumogu, a good uncle. Sorry, the pharmacist, I was there. Sorry, I didn't put all representing His Excellency, the Executive Governor. My brother Ajibade, the senior advocate of Nigeria, the Ejinawara, my brother, the gentleman with the father of the day. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, but I salute you. All eminent guests in the hall, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I had no choice when Comrade Abdullateef invited me to this good luck to speak. I tried to dodge it. I made excuses. I even tried to offer him someone that I believe is better than myself to come and speak. They said no. I had to come. At that point, it became a duty. Recently, I attended a book launch in Lagos. The pastor of Lateran Church, Pastor Tunde Bakare, came to speak at the book launch. And he said something. I wrote it down. And I pinned it on the wall in my house. He said, loyalty is a two-way traffic. Don't treat as optional people who treat you as priority. At that point, so I had no choice. I had to come here to demonstrate my loyalty to a friend who has been so loyal to me. I don't have a written speech, but I scribbled some things this morning as I was coming here and trying to see how I will not disgrace myself. Chino Achebe, in trying to answer the questions that Comrade has raised, and that so many people have raised, he said the problem with Nigeria is fair and square, that of leadership. That's what he said. He said the trouble with Nigeria is failure of leadership. But what does that mean? In trying to explain that, I came across an essay many years back written by a great American historian. She's dead now. Her name is Barbara Tuchman. The title of her essay is Inquiry into the Persistence of Unwisdom in Government. She was asking herself, mankind has made progress. We have found solution to almost all the disease that kill people. We have gone to the moon, we have come back. We are even thinking of colonizing Mars. Quite recently, we have cracked the human genome, the code that we believe God has used in creating human beings. We have found solutions to everything. But how come we have not been able to make progress in the way we govern ourselves? The way we have been demonstrating stupidity in governance since God created us is the same way we are demonstrating it up to today. That's why she called it persistence of unwisdom in government. How come ordinary intelligent people, very smart people, you put them in government today, their brain begin to work in the reverse? And you wonder, is the same smart man, that's the same, the successful banker, successful businessman, the accomplished author. How come that human being has not been able to make progress in terms of governing ourselves? How come that when you put people in government, common sense seems to paralyze immediately? And people outside, even a street trader, will now begin to say, Kilo shake your baton shake for the Patabai. And President, why you ready that far? Come to why you Padusha. So what is it? What is it about leadership that make ordinarily intelligent people ordinary wise people? What is it that makes them unwise while the moment they get into government? And it doesn't matter whether the system of government is democracy or military rule or monarchy or the usual system that generally refer to. Once it is government and leadership, human being just doesn't seem to know what to do. If you believe in the Bible, and let's assume that Adam was a leader, you would ask yourself, why would he eat the forbidden fruit after you have been warned that don't eat it? Why will he still eat it when he knows that the consequence is eternal damnation? Why did he still proceed to eat it? Why would the Trojans take that horse? You are in the middle of a war, you are under a siege, and you woke up in the morning, outside your gate, you saw this strange object. You had never seen it before. And you dragged it into your own city. Your enemy didn't need to do anything. You have helped them. Why did they do that? Why did the Americans go to war in Vietnam when they know that they will lose that war? Despite the protest by their citizens. Why did, more recently, why did Bush decide to invade Iraq? Why did Tony Blair join him when they had no reason whatsoever? America is pissed off, they still don't know how to get out many years after. Why that? I'm coming back home, I will ask you, you are more familiar with this story. President Goodluck Jonathan ran his campaign based on two things. I had no shoes. I was a poor man like you. I was the son of a fisherman from Bayelsa. I understand your pain. I'm one of you. Then we say, oh, this is a breath of fresh air. Different. And Nigerians voted for him. The highest margin ever in Nigerian electoral history. He gave it to Jonathan. Then why did Jonathan wake up January 1, 2012 and remove stress subsidy? Knowing quite well that this would turn the people against him. Because you see, the unwisdom we are talking about is not even about the interest of the people. We are talking of leaders acting in their own interest. That is the unwisdom. Why did President Jonathan choose of all days, January 1, 2012, when people are traveling like this time, when ordinarily the cost of transportation will double, if not quadruple, then you added removal of subsidy to join that fire. You pour petrol into the fire. Of course, it turned the people against him. And people who thought that Jonathan were one of us began to ask themselves, but what happened? This man was supposed to be one of us. This man who said he had no shoes, now he wants to remove our legs. And that was the point that Jonathan began to lose Nigerians. Because they began to ask, really? Really? Why did Jonathan, in spite of all advice and pressure, why did he refuse to sack Stella Odua? Whether he believed that she was innocent or not, knowing that that woman's continued existence in his government will continue to damage him, why did he keep her until it was too late? That he did not get any benefit from sacking her. Why did he keep her for so long? Why did he kill Desiani? Yaya bomb blast happened. The same day Yaya bomb blast happened, if you remember, the same day Yaya bomb blast happened was the same day that the Chibok girls were kidnapped. But the very next day, what happened? Our president went to Kano and was seen dancing at a rally. And people were wondering, when they saw the picture of the president dancing to the music of Sunny Danger, why people are still picking body parts from their yard? Why did that happen? Why would he do that? President Jonathan, I work with him. He is not a wicked man, and one-on-one is a good man. But why did he do all this? Why did he do all this? And lastly, why on earth would President Jonathan allow 6 governors to leave his party a year before election? 6 governors. If you needed to go and prostrate for them, shouldn't you have done that? But he allowed 6 governors to go, and of course, the rest is history. Now for President Buhari. President Buhari ran on a ticket of nostalgia. Those who knew President Buhari in 1984, who remembered him, majority of the older people in this hall, remember that no-nonsense man who forced Nigerians to behave themselves. And for the first time, we had sanity. You know, Nigerians like to see big men fall. So this is the man that was jailing politicians 150 years. So if we say Jonathan was corrupt, we now had a man who will jail all these corrupt politicians. Yes, this is the man we wanted. Those who were too young were hearing these stories. I mean, young people below 30, they never knew anything good about Nigeria. They went to school, they had no jobs. Some were badly educated, some were frustrated, some didn't go to school at all. And they had stories that there was a man before you were born under whom Nigeria walked. And they all said it's Buhari. When they said the man had no certificate, they said if you like, let him bring NEPA bill. We'll vote for him. Then President Buhari became the president. Now you ask yourself, why did it take President Buhari 6 months to constitute his cabinet? The day President Buhari won the election, before he was sworn in, all police checkpoints, if you remember, they disappeared. If you offer them money, they will not take. Buhari is in charge now. Then 1 month, 2 months, nothing happened. What the power is saying, they was there. You know? Then we went back to our normal self. People say, why is it so difficult to construct a cabinet? If you can't construct a cabinet, call a carpenter. Okay, that's a joke. But why did it take President Buhari 6 months to constitute a cabinet? If anything has gone wrong with this government, they started losing it at that moment. 6 months before you form a cabinet. Investors who believe that Nigeria has opened a new chapter were coming with their money. They wanted to invest in Nigeria, but there was nobody to talk to, no minister to talk to. Then the president said, oh, it wasn't necessary. Politicians in any case, ministers in any case, were noisemakers. Civil servants will do the job. Because they believe the civil servants that we have today were the same civil servants of 19. With due respect to them. Why did President Buhari take so long, embarrassingly so long, to take action on the secretary to his government, who was found, evidence found, to have diverted money into his private account? This is a man who was voted on the philosophy of zero tolerance for corruption. Then Nigerians began to wonder, about the paroma. And I'm not talking about the brain, sorry. Why Baba Chimawa, grasshopper, and he's still there, and government were even making decisions. They eventually asked the man to go. But I know I was in that system. Baba Chimawa, in actual fact, never really left. People were seeing him in the corridors of power. People were seeing him going out of the villa. I knew a Muslim worker. A government that campaigned on the basis of zero tolerance for corruption. People were now seeing some of the very corrupt, manifestly corrupt people in the PDP now running to APC. And the moment they jump to the president's party, they say they have become safe. Then people began to have doubt. What is going on? What is going on here? And last thing, on President Buhari, two left. The one that happened quite recently. You must have asked yourself, why did the government, what is that business about expelling Amnesty International? What was that? What was that business about sending UNICEF out of the Northeast? When you know that the only thing it will achieve is to turn the international community against your government 2 months to election. Why would you do that? Anyway, I'll stop there. All these wise. These things go back to the question of wisdom in government. And before I move away from that, I will ask, why did Colonel Ojukwu decide to go to that war? When he knew he was not ready, he didn't have anything, he didn't have ammunition, he didn't have weapons, he didn't have money. So why did he decide to go to that war that led to millions of deaths on both sides? If not stupidity, what else? I was asking General Oilola yesterday that, sir, almost all countries in the world that we know came out of civil war better, stronger. Nigeria appeared to be the only exception. Because he was telling me he was commissioned in 1971 and he was sent to Asaba, and we're talking about Asaba. How come Nigeria appeared to have come out of the civil war worse than even we went into it? The two gentlemen that plugged us into that war, they are Gowon and Ojukwu, 2 young men. Why did they do it? And if they were 78 today, would they have taken the same decision? Tragedy of riches and your growth. One explanation that I found was by an American author who said, government is a place where men find power to control other people but lose control of themselves. And he said, once you ride behind motorcycle escort, once you ride behind motorcycle escort, we do clearing road for you, your life can never be the same again. Do you know what it means? You enter a room, everybody stands up. You say something, no matter how stupid, everybody laugh. Your Excellency, you are right. You are absolutely right. Even if wearing a cap as useless as this my own, they say, Your Excellency, this your cap is like you were born with it. He said that's one of the reasons. There's too much drama around power. that make men begin to think that they are agents and they are no longer human beings. Torchman described it as wooden-headedness. In simple language, it means stupidity. That is, refusal to learn from new experience, holding on to a preconceived notion. Even when you are presented with new evidence, you just refuse to learn. You refuse to learn from the past. You refuse to learn from the present. Even when your best people present you with hard evidence, you continue to dismiss it. Why did the late General Azadi? The late General Azadi told us that Boko Haram was nothing but failure of PDP politics. That it is those who are not happy that Jonathan became candidate of PDP in 2011 that caused Boko Haram. When he was saying that, he was not talking about evidence, hard evidence before him. He was talking about what he did. And the president too believed it. 250 girls kidnapped. Oh, some northerners who are not happy. Actually, it never happened. It was an RNG. The President Jonathan believes that for every act of terrorism, the business of government must continue. Because if you stop the business of government, you will have given some victory to the terrorists. Yes, we agree. But the business of government, was I still going to dance? Was I still going to dance when people's children have just been adopted? When hundreds of people have been killed in a bomb blast? So that is failure to adjust your position, even when you are confronted with new evidence. When this government came in place, they voted like 6 exchange rates. And they had like God knows how many policy of foreign exchange. First they say you cannot deposit your money. After they say you cannot withdraw it. After they say now you can deposit it but you cannot withdraw more than this amount. After that they say okay, you can do whatever you like. Because the head of government came with the mindset of 1984 that kill thieves, they have their money in dollars. If I don't allow them to keep it to the bank, then the money will be useless to them. It's the same thing he has held in his head for over 30 years, and he still believes it was a solution in 2015. Even when the time called for a different approach. You know, when the carpenter has a hammer in his hand, every problem looks like a nail. Every problem is just to hammer it. As far as Baba is concerned, all the problem of Nigeria is corruption. And anything you need to do to bring it about. But Abdullateef said, these are the reasons why leaders lose sense. He said, she mentioned ambition. She mentioned greed. Look, one of the most important contributions to Nigeria's political development was the electoral reform of President Jonathan. No one can take that from him. We are talking of PVC today. We are talking of this card reader. You can no longer write results unless you really don't care what happens. That was what President Jonathan did. But do you know what happened? At the time that President Jonathan was carrying out this electoral reform, he had in his mind that time that he won election with Yar'Adua. The 2007 election, if you recall, is the most discredited election in Nigerian history. Almost 2 months after coming to power, no single head of state congratulated them. They now send people to start going to West Africa to start begging for congratulatory message. Congratulate us now. Jonathan he suffered that humiliation with Yar'Adua, and he promised himself this will never happen again. If the only thing I will achieve is to change Nigeria's electoral system, I will do it. He brought Professor Jega and gave him a blank check. Do whatever it will take to improve the electoral system. And that's what they call the BBC and all that. But you know what? At the time that President Jonathan was championing this reform, he did not think he was going to participate in the election. He didn't think he would participate in the election, and that's why if you read what he said in Australia, he said, yes, we are going to have a better electoral system, even though I may not be part of it. But what happened? Ambition got the better of him. Then he got to the election and he realized that he had set loose a monster that even he himself could not control. Then he lost that election. Fear. Very simply, Thomas of the Minister authority. It's another reason. Even when you are confronted with hard facts and new evidence, leaders in government continue to say no. Ọba ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ kó má rí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà. Sir, the university has been shut down for 6 months, sir. We need to do something. No, the government must not be intimidated. The government will not be intimidated. The government will not be intimidated, but there is a problem, sir. No, we must stand our ground. It's another reason. I will read for you a quote from one of my favorite authors that I just discovered. He said, no sultan can ever trust his courtiers and underlings to tell him the truth. He said, great power acts like a black hole that warps every space around it. The closer you get to the center of power, the more twisted everything becomes. Each word is made extra heavy upon entering your office, and each person you see tries to flatter you, try to appease you, or try to get something from you. They know you cannot spare them more than a few minutes. So when they come to you, they are afraid of saying something improper or something that will upset you. Instead, they tell you what you want to hear. Because in any case, they just need to collect something. Our own Ruben Abati tried to explain all this, and his explanation is very simple. Why is it that when people get into power, they just lose control of themselves? Ruben's explanation is very simple. There is juju in Aswa. There is one demon in Aswa. That was his own conclusion. But look at where we have found ourselves, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chairman. Look at where we have found ourselves. Have you asked yourself, the election of 2015 is how many weeks away? At 2019, how many weeks away? 6 weeks. Do you feel it? Do you feel that we are going to go into election in 6 weeks? No, I'm asking the question. Do you feel it? No, compared to 2015, we don't feel it. And I'm not talking of para. I've gone around in the last couple of weeks. I can't see the excitement anywhere. I can't see if a stranger, a foreigner enters Nigeria today, apart from posters, there is no way he will be able to tell that this is a country that is about to go into an election, one of the most important elections in our history, like my brother said, crossroads. Do you know why? Because people are tired. People are, this for 4 years thing is not working. We come here, we tell you, oh, we will do this, oh, we will do that, oh, we good heaven. Then 4 years, we come back. Oh, we will do this. People are tired. We are continuing to promise the same thing over and over and over again, that election has become nothing but a ritual. For us, and I'm talking including myself, the political class is in danger because people no longer believe us, people no longer trust us. So when we come and say, hey, vote for me, I'll do this, they just look at us. We had to say this 4 years ago. If you have money, bring it, collect. So the people have lost confidence. People have lost confidence in the politicians. And when you see the likes of Ishowo or Moyole saying he wants to be president, if you see the likes of Abdullateef saying he wants to be president, if you see the likes of Ali, what's his name, the guy that owns 70, saying he wants to be president, the likes of Tope Fasua saying they want to be president. These people probably know they cannot be president, but it's a comment on the mainstream political elite that we are tired of all of you. And if these people can be president with this level of incompetence, why can't I be president? So it's a sad commentary, it's a vote of no confidence on the mainstream political elite. People have become cynical. When people vote now, the next couple of weeks as we do, those who vote for Buhari will vote for Buhari because we cannot say we made a mistake and we believe in Baba. And you ask him why. So say, and those who vote for Atiku because that's our party. We don't have alternative to support him. I'll probably lose my job after this lecture. Then we owe it to ourselves. Nigeria should come first. Nigeria should come first. General Asas, I want to say with due respect, sir. You said no son, no child of a politician is looking for job. Yeah, that's what I want to say, sir. I spent my hard-earned money to send my child to school. I don't have a house outside the lorry here. I sent my child to school. And when she came back to Nigeria, they said they were recruiting in CBN. And I know the governor of CBN. But I told my daughter, I will not spend so much money to send you to school and still be making calls for you to get a job. You have to get your own job. She was at home for 2 years. I said, I will continue to give you allowance. She's lucky. Majority of children have nobody to give them allowance. But I said, you must find your own job yourself. Because I believe that we are in deep trouble today. Even if we are able to give all our children a job, will we create a different country for them? We cannot create a different country for them. You go everywhere in this country, sir. The young people have lost hope. The amount of drugs that is consumed in Nigeria today has never happened in our history. We talk about youth unemployment. Youth unemployment, we say 80%. But 80% of youth that don't have jobs in Nigeria are not graduates. Many of them, up to 80%, they are not even gone beyond secondary school if they are gone to school at all. Graduates, we can find a solution. But the majority of young people looking for jobs in this country today, they don't have more than secondary education. And yet, what is our policy? So for me, I believe that we need to address the issue of leadership. And congratulate my brother and friend, Comrade Ishowo. This is the second book. What you have done is to document this moment for posterity. We may not have all the answers, but we must continue to ask the right questions. And like him, I don't have an answer. But we must continue to ask the right questions. If I succeeded today in asking you some questions that will make you to think again about the situation we have found ourselves, maybe my time here is not wasted. I thank you very much for the opportunity.
And my very good brother, Justice S.O. Mohammed, retired, my father, the orator, a very good example of modern youth, the kind of woman state deserves today. Madam Abdullateef, other dignitaries on the high table, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to be here. This is the speech of His Excellency. I am pleased to be here at the official public launching of the book, Nigeria at Crossroads, written by Comrade Abdullateef Ishowo. Let me begin by congratulating Comrade Abdullateef Ishowo on today's book launch. Your dedication to the examination of contemporary issues on Nigerian politics has no doubt been outstanding. This timely book on leadership depicts your commitment to finding innovative ways to ensure good governance in Nigeria. I urge you to keep up the good work. As we are all aware, good leadership plays a key role in development and political stability. It also ensures that the most vulnerable are heard in decision making over the allocation of resources. In view of the above, and the fact that in democratic regimes, leadership derives its power from the mandate of the people. As leaders and public office holders, we have to be citizen-centric. This approach to governance requires the adoption of an agile, collaborative, and technology-driven approach to governance and ensures citizens comes first. In view of the above, we show good leadership and inclusion in governance by consistently holding stakeholders and town hall meetings to collect feedback from the public and identify their pain points. Furthermore, the recognition that effective leadership is one that creates and establishes programs and policies that are beneficial and useful to citizens. We have embarked on sustainable and impactful projects across the state. For instance, following the water supply challenge in the state, we recently commissioned the 6.5 billion naira Ilorin Metropolitan Water Project. The project has improved access to safe drinking water, with 48,000 homes across the city enjoying clean and affordable water. In addition, we have embarked on various road projects such as the Sango UITH Road, the Realimi Split Diamond Interchange, among others, to connect rural-urban areas, provide smooth movement across the state. Furthermore, we have also embarked on numerous projects in the areas of health, such as the Community Health Insurance Scheme, which delivers quality and affordable health care to Kwarans, and refurbished and equipped government hospitals across the state. Permit me to, at this point, state that all projects embarked upon by this administration administration will be completed before the end of this administration. I also assure you that this administration will continue to exercise good leadership at all levels. I once again congratulate you on today's book launch and wish you a successful event. Thank you and God bless. Because of the need to continue to encourage our youth who have gone against all odds, despite several challenges we are facing as a nation, have continued to prove themselves that they can do it right. They have what it takes. In realization of this, and the need to encourage good work, His Excellency has decided to support this book launch with a sum of 1 million naira.
Thank you very much. And we also have the representative of members of the Ishowo. My name is to start on the already established. I have the instruction of my principal to make a pledge of the sum of 50,000 naira.
Permitted to stand on the already established project. However, I want to salute my brother, that complete writer. Time he has one program, like following him, Honorable Abdullateef. My brother, retired but not tired, General Sama. If you have ever met him, the man is not tired at all. He likes engaging you in discussion for everything here toward making a better para, a better Nigeria. My spiritual father, you know him, is too religious. Whenever he speaks, sermon, he thinks that each and every one of us takes back home. Really welcome me. My very good brother, Professor Asan Sani. When I was coming to the program, he challenged me that you politician, don't tell me that your own theory you are practical. And I challenged me that we are teaching you theory, but the practical aspect of it has been shaken. But you can see the evidences in what my brother Honorable Abdullateef said. When you are in government, you are a different person entirely. Professor, I hope I'm communicating. There's no more time. On behalf of the incoming Excellency, Right Honorable Atua, who is on honorable absent due to national engagement, he asked me to apologize that he would have loved to be here. He's a man that is lost challenges. It's a man that loves coming to this kind of area where people want to listen to people, their problems, their challenges. He said I should apologize on his behalf. From time when this kind of a forum is being put up together, if you love to be there. You can see Nigeria, we are really exposed. Nigeria is really exposed. In time of hunger, in time of poverty, in time of kidnapping, in time of socio-economic life of Nigeria, we are really exposed. On behalf of Nigeria, I want to launch this book with some of those clap. Why do I want to clap? Money. But we want to buy this thing so that you and I are finding ourselves in the corridor of power. We will learn how other people play. What kind of things do you want to have? In some of that
Abdullateef, represented by my brother, the chairman of this association, our father of this association, our father of the high table, and others. On behalf of the speaker, like Dr. Ali Ahmad, I stand to actually make pledge a donation of 200,000 to Lord's District. And on behalf of myself and Honorable Abdullateef Abdullateef, we are noting the vote at the sum of 50,000. Thank you.
I was able to escape before. I thought I was able to escape before this part of the program. But now that I've been trapped, I have no choice. I will buy 5 copies of this book for 250,000.
Members of my eminent sons and daughters of the Lord. I wouldn't want to waste much of the time. So to assist, I will ask you to buy 10 copies of this book for 500,000. All members of the IC, on behalf of myself, the family, I will purchase 3 copies of this book in the sum of 100,000.
And then I work for 78. But mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo hàn ní kẹtàkùn kẹjẹ káàdì pé ká ṣe happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I also recognize everybody on ITV. On behalf of Alhaji Lukman Olayiwola Mustafa, the Chief Executive of OPF, and my bros and my friends, I only buy 4 copies of this book at the rate of 100,000 naira. Including there is way out. Our brother, Alex Akamino, other members of the ITV. I thought my rule today was such that I'm just sit down, watch my son grow, observe events, and draw his attention to areas that he needs to improve upon. But yesterday I pulled me out. To come and learn people. The local lecturers are very poor. I hope you know that. I hope you know we are very poor. We have seen the politicians pledging 1,500,000 and stuff like that. That's where to go. Coming to academic, I mean, it's not the right way to go because we don't have so much money to give. But as a way of encouraging the authors, especially since he graduated from our department, I want to pledge on behalf of the department the sum of 30,000 naira.
I want to donate more than all of them because I think I'm older than all of them. In fact, the governor donated 1 million. In 1973, when I was governor, it was in primary school. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to give my donation to Abdullateef privately. I thank you.
A cash of 20,000 naira for the launch of the book from our good job tonight. A socio-political song that talks about corruption in Nigeria. It's my own little way of saying no to corruption. And I hope we are going to enjoy it.
I thank everybody for being here. I've delivered my daughter. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.